Hey everybody, welcome to this quick demo of configuring Stormux as a server environment. So this is going to be Stormux on the Raspberry Pi. If you don't know what that is, you should go back and listen to my previous tutorial that I did to get the complete details. But what this is I'm going to show you how to convert the Stormux image on the Raspberry Pi so that it's more compatible with running a server type environment. So you can run the stock configuration if you want to, but if you follow this, it makes it more secure and uninstalls a whole bunch of packages and programs that you don't really need. And of course, the great thing about the Raspberry Pi is because it's so power efficient, it can make for a very good server computer that you can run and host things on, and it's not going to use that much power. And as to what you can host, well, really the sky is the limit. As long as the program and the services that you want to run can run on the Raspberry Pi computer, they can run just fine. So I'm going to get started here, and just to save time, I've already gone through the initial configuration of Stormux. I've set my time zone and things like that, and we are at a terminal. Now, I'm going to do this over SSH just because it's easier, and at some point, the only way that you'll be able to do this is controlling it via SSH from a different computer. So I'm going to go to the Start menu here on my computer.
Command prompt.
And type in CMD. CMD, sorry. I hate my stutter. It really does drive me crazy.
Command prompt terminal.
And I'm going to turn on keyboard.
Speak typed characters only in edit control. Speak typed characters always.
Yeah, I'm going to speak typed characters so that you can hear what I'm typing. And let's actually connect. So by default, Stormux does expose SSH, and you can connect to it over port 22. So keep that in mind too. So if you want to turn that off, you can do that, or you can change the SSH port. So I'm going to type
SSH.
Okay. SSH
space STORMUX at 192.168.0.32. The authenticity of host 192.168.0.32, 192.
And this is just this thing that says it can't verify the authenticity of the host. This is normal, so you just type yes.
YES warning, permanently added 192.168.0.32 at 25,519 to the list of known hosts. Stormux at 192.168.0.32 as password.
Alright, now it's going to ask me to type in the password. I'm just going to type Stormux.
Welcome to Stormux, powered by Arch Linux ARM, Stormux website.
And here we are in Stormux. We are in the shell. Now, there's a couple things I need to do beforehand. And I don't think there are any updates because I did this when I was preparing, but let's check again. So I'm going to use
YAY space dash S.
So that's YAY a space dash capital S YYU.
Sudo password for Stormux.
To check for updates, I'm going to type Stormux.
Synchronizing package databases, Stormux. Core, extra, alarm, hour, 0.0, B0.
I'm going to hit the control key. Let's read up the screen with NVDA, with the NVDA review cursor.
There is nothing to do. Searching databases. There is nothing to do.
Yeah, there is nothing to do. Okay, so my system at the moment is up to date, which is good. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to run configure-stormux.
CONF.
And then tab.
Igure Stormux /opt/configure Stormux. Stormux. Please select an option. Change username. Configure.
Okay, so the thing I want to do here.
Configure Finrear. Change username.
Is change my username. The convert to server option will not work with the default user account. The other thing I did, just to let you know, I went ahead and locked the root user. Again, you don't have to do that. You could change the password, but I went ahead and did that because I don't need to log in as root. And it's not a great idea, in my mind, to leave the root user account accessible over SSH. Now, you could go ahead and, I believe, go into the config file, and there's an option in there to disallow logging in as root, but I went ahead and just locked the user account.
Configure. Change username.
So I'm going to change my username on here.
Please enter the new username, letters, dashes, and underscores only. Less. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to type the new name. Let's just do Chris.
CHRIS. Stormux. This will create a new user named Chris and migrate your current settings and files. Continue. Less yes greater less no greater.
All right, I'm going to hit Y.
Y. Enter a password for Chris. Less okay. Greater.
It wants the password. Why is it reading the characters? It should not be reading characters.
T. Stop.
Oh, I see why.
A. T. R. Stop.
Oh, I think that's just NVDA.
Speak typed characters off.
All right, so that you don't hear my password, I will turn key echo off. It's funny.
Confirm the password. Less okay greater less cancel greater.
All right, it wants the password again. I'll type it again.
Chris, user.
All right, now it's not.
Said, can't read /etc/anodem.conference. No such file or directory.
Okay, I don't know.
Microsoft's Windows.
Wait, what the heck?
Blank. Said, can't read bottom. Less yes grade. Blank.
Okay, I'm not sure what that was all about,
blank.
where it couldn't find something, but
Blank.
let me read by word here.
Directory or file such. Or Stormux. Do you want to delete Stormux on next reboot? Less yes. Next.
Okay, so now it's asking if I want to delete the Stormux user on the next reboot, and yes, I do. So I'll hit Y.
Created some link /etc/system/
And I didn't have to hit enter there. I just hit Y.
Blank. Less yes greater less no apply to now reboot to like to read now.
Now it's asking if I want to reboot, so I'm gonna hit Y, and this time I do have to hit enter.
Microsoft's Windows.
And
C user squad greater blank connection to 19 bottom.
All right, now the system is rebooting, and it should come back up. But now instead of logging in as Stormux, I'm going to log in as Chris. And obviously, I didn't say this before, but the IP address I typed in, that will be different depending on how your network is configured. But I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's turn.
Speak typed characters only in speak typed characters always.
Let's see if it's back up yet.
SSH space CHRIS at 192.168.0.32. Chris at 192.168.0.32 as password.
All right, so now we log into the system as Chris. And let's go ahead and
welcome to Stormux.
Here we are.
Bottom, Chris at Stormux $.
And now I'm logged in as Chris, and now we're good to go. So the Stormux user is gone, and this is my new account that I am going to work in. All right, the next step is generating an SSH key, and this is going to make it more secure. This generates a public and private key pair that will only let you log in over SSH if you have the private key. This is much better than using a password for these things. So I'm going to actually open up another terminal.
Run dialog type CMD C Windows System.
All right, so here we are in a new terminal. Now the command that you want to run, and I will spell it out, but I'm going to paste it because I have it on my clipboard.
SSH key.
It is going to be
SSH-KEYGEN space dash T space ED25519.
That's the command that you need to run, and I will put that in the description of the video on YouTube, so if you need to refer to it, you can. So I'm just going to paste it in here. And it is not
Search
reading.
C,
Hold on, why is
the bottom, enter file in which to C blank C Microsoft C generating public / private dead 25,519 key pair. Enter file in which to save the key. C user squad /.ssh /it dead 25,519.
All right, it's asking where to store the key. Usually you're fine with just the default, so it should create a folder in your user folder called .ssh, and then the name of the key file.
Enter passphrase, empty for no passphrase.
Okay, this is an extra layer of protection. If you put a passphrase on your SSH key, you will have to type that passphrase before it will let you connect. If you don't, the only thing you need is your private key, and it will just connect. But I would recommend using a passphrase just in case your key ever gets compromised. That way the person that has it can't use it unless he or she knows the password. So let's just type something in here.
Enter same passphrase again.
It wants it again.
Your identification has been saved in C user squad /.ssh /it dead 25,519. Your public key has been saved in C.
Right, it's telling me it's been saved.
Bottom C user squad greater.
All right, now we're good. I'm going to leave this open because we'll come back to this in just a second.
Chris at Stormux command.
All right, so I hit Alt Tab and I'm back over to the window with my current SSH environment. And what we needed to do now is create a folder because I don't think it exists. Wait, let me see. Let's try cd
D space dot SSH bash cd dot ssh. No such file or directory. Chris at Stormux $.
All right, yeah, so we have to make it. So I'm going to type in
mkdir space dot ssh. Chris at Stormux $.
All right, so that should make the .ssh directory in my home folder on the Pi. So now we need to transfer my public key from my Windows computer to the Raspberry Pi. And there's a bunch of ways that you can do it. The quickest way to do it is using Magic Wormhole, which is a fantastic command line based program for transferring files and things like that between computers. I don't know if there's an accessible graphical version. I know you can get them on Android and iOS, but I'm just going to be using the command line one. And the way that you get it on Windows is typing winget install magic-wormhole. So that's WINGET space install space magic-wormhole, and that should grab it using the winget package manager on Windows, which, by the way, if you haven't used that, that is pretty cool. It can keep your programs updated and let you quickly install stuff. So the thing I need to do in Stormux here on the Pi, I'm going to type in
WORMHOLE space
wormhole SSH
SSH
and
space
then invite INVITE.
INVITE. Note, /home/Chris/dot/SSH/authorized keys not found will be created. Now tell the other user to run wormhole SSH except 9 crossover Stormy.
Okay. The way Magic Wormhole works by default, excuse me, it generates a random code that the recipient has to type in.
Bottom blank.
So I'm going to use NVDA's review cursor.
Blank. Wormhole SSH accept 9 crossover Stormy. SSH accept 9 crossover Stormy dash 9 dash CROSSOVER dash STORMY.
9 crossover Stormy. So that's my code, which will change, by the way. It's generated.
C bottom C.
So back in the other command prompt in Windows here, I'm going to type that wormhole
WORMHOLE space
accept
A
or no
ELLE
wormhole SSH
SSH space
accept
ACCEPT space Chris
and what was it?
blank wormhole SSH accept 9 crossover Stormy C space T space 9 dash CROSSOVER dash STORMY. Sending public key type equals SSH at 25,519 key d equals Creditas desktop. Really send public key Creditas.
Okay, so by default it looks at the .ssh folder in your home folder, which is why I don't recommend that you change the key, or that you change where the key is put.
Bottom. Really send
Now it's asking if I want to send the public key. I'm going to hit Y and enter.
Key sent.
Key sent. And
Bottom C.
that's it. Now I can close the terminal here.
Chris at Stormux bottom. Chris at append blank. Wormhole S blank. Now tell the wormhole SSH accept appended key type equals SSH at 25,519 it equals Creditas desktop to /home/Chris/dot/SSH/authorized keys. Chris at Stormux dollar.
All right. Now it has done it. So now to log into the Raspberry Pi, you need to have your private key. If you do not, it will not let you log in over SSH. So the last thing I'm going to do, well, actually I should probably do a couple more things before I do that. Let's actually open up another terminal.
C.
I'm going to go
CD space.
So
CD space DOWNLOADS.
And that should
Bottom blank. Search C bottom C users write downloads greater bottom.
Okay, now I'm in my downloads. I'm gonna send the program I want to host to the Pi using Magic Wormhole, just because it's convenient. And this is the top speed server. This is a newer version of the top speed racing game that you can you can host a server now, and it works a lot better. And at some point I will do a demo of that, probably pretty soon here. But I'm gonna type wormhole
WORMHOLE space
send
SEND space.
I'm gonna type the first few characters of the name
TOP
and hit tab.
Speed.server Linux ARM64 release v 2026.4.13.2.
All right, I'm gonna send this.
Building zip file dot sending directory 117.0 megabytes compressed. Bottom blank.
Okay.
Blank worm blank on the other computer. Please run blank wormhole receive 33 tomorrow Trojan. Receive 33 space.
All right. 33 tomorrow Trojan.
3 dash TOMORROW dash TROJAN space Chris at bottom Chris at Stormux WOMAOLE ECEVE space 3 dash TOOW dash TO
Did that
Search
work?
Chris at T dash W double dash C O J E N.
I was trying to tab, but I don't think that works unless you're using it on Linux on both sides. But sometimes you can hit tab and it will auto-complete the code, but I think because I'm sending it from Windows, it doesn't work.
Error. Key confirmation failed.
And I didn't do that right.
Bottom. C.
Let's
zip file
do that again here.
Bottom. Blank. Wormhole received 95 Inception Geiger. Receive 95 595 I N C E P C I O N dash G E I G E R. Receive wormhole 95 9.
I'm going to copy and paste this.
Start marked.
So I'm going to go to the start here, hit NVDA F9 to start the mark.
5 dash I N C E P C I O N dash G E I G E R space R.
And NVDA F10 twice.
90 copy to clipboard. 95.
And these are advanced commands in NVDA, so
Chris at bottom. Chris at
I would explain how they work, but that would take too long. But I'm using I'm using NVDA's review commands to grab this text. So I'm gonna do wormhole
space
receive, and I'll paste the code.
95. Receiving directory 117 bottom. Okay. Y/N.
It's asking if it's okay to receive.
Y receiving dash greater TCP colon 192.168.0.30 to 49,000.
All right, so now it's sending over my local network because Magic Wormhole tries to be peer-to-peer when possible, but if that doesn't happen, it will use a relay.
Bottom. Chris at unpacking zip file. Received. Chris at Stormux.
All right, so that's done. That was pretty quick because both of these computers are connected over Ethernet.
C.
So I'm gonna
Blank.
close out
Note
this
sending.
window.
100% 17 sending. File sent. Confirmation received.
Yeah, and
Transfer
then
complete.
on the terminal that I transferred it from, it said confirmation received.
Confirmation received. Transfer complete.
Transfer complete.
Chris at Stormux.
All right, now that that's in place, well, actually, I guess we might as well do some more stuff to make this work right.
C D.
Let's go in here, CD.
T P speed dot Chris at Stormux.
I'm going to change the permissions on some of the executables so that it will run.
C H M O D space plus X space T O P S P E E D dot S E R there.
There we go.
Chris at Stormux top speed dot server Linux R
So that makes it executable.
C H M O D space plus X space E P D A tear. Chris at Stormux.
And we'll make the update program executable as well.
C
All right, now
your Stormux.
Now we need to run the script to convert this to a server.
/apt/ configure Stormux /top.
I'm going to hit down arrow.
Configure Finrear. Screen set get help updates have convert to server. This will make catastrophic changes to your system. If you are not sure you want to do this, select no by pressing the letter N on your keyboard. Afterwards, you will only be able to log in with an SSH key and there will be no screen reader. Note, configure Stormux will no longer be available. Less yes greater, less no greater.
Okay, I'm going to hit Y.
Y. Now let's upload your SSH key. It is a good idea to go ahead and connect via SSH now. In case something goes wrong, you will have a chance to fix it manually. This will be used to log into your server, so whatever you do, don't lose it. If you have not yet created an SSH key, you can do so with the SSH keygen command. Magic Wormhole can be used to upload the key. If you are doing this from a Windows-based SSH session, you can install Magic Wormhole with Scoop, HTTPS.
Okay, yeah, we're going to ignore that. That's another package manager for Windows. I don't use that. I use winget. So
blank scoop with h less okay.
So I'm gonna hit enter.
Enter a custom SSH port 1 to 65,535 or leave blank to keep 22 less okay greater less cancel greater.
If you want a custom SSH port, you can use that here, but of course when you connect, you'll have to use the -p flag to tell the SSH client the port. So I'm just going to hit enter to use 22, which is the default, but you may want to change that.
We trust you have received the usual lecture from the local system administrator.
And this is a standard thing in Linux.
Blank. Sudo password for Chris.
It wants my password. I'll type that in so it can do administrative changes.
Checking dependencies. Packages. 1. OS firmware 1.2.
All right. Now I think the script will install some
Greater
stuff
running build hook.
and
Running build.
remove
Greater
a bunch of stuff.
Greater early
And I don't know exactly what it removes. I know it removes a whole bunch of stuff, including the
remove
text-to-speech and the
Finrear optionally requires
screen
a
reader.
error. Target not found. Finrear get. Greater exit status 1. Checking dependencies. Libdiff optionally. Removing test. Running post. 3/7. Reloading
So
error.
it's-
Target not. Running post. Checking dependent.
It's gonna do a bunch of stuff here.
Error. Checking dependence. Checking dependencies. W3 meters get optionally requires X. Speech mode off.
I'm going to turn off speech so I can talk. So it's going to remove a whole bunch of packages. I don't know if it gets rid of config files. I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but it's going to do its thing.
Speech mode talk.
And once it's done,
Blank. Less OK greater. Blank B2 SSA. Hopefully blank. Removed. Hopefully everything went well and your server is ready to go. If not, see you on the other side of the reimage. Reboot for changes to SSH to be applied.
so I'm going to hit enter
Initial setup is not complete.
and
Blank. Chris sudo config Chris at Stormux top speed dot blank.
all right.
Blank.
It said initial setup is not complete. I'm going to ignore that. Let's do a reboot.
SUDO space REBC broadcast message from root at Stormux. Blank. C user squad greater.
And I think,
PWD is not recognized as an internal or external command.
yeah, okay, so I'm back in the command prompt for Windows, and my SSH connection has been closed. So we'll give it a minute or so to boot, and I should be able to log back in with SSH. So I'm just going to give it a few more seconds here. And if I did things right, we should be good to go. And at this point, you'll have a very bare bones environment. I mean, it was already pretty bare bones to begin with, but now it's even more so. So let's do
SSH space.
Let's see. We'll do SSH Chris.
ACS at 1.2.168.0.32. Enter passphrase for key C. User squad /.ssh.
All right. It wants the passphrase for my key,
Welcome to Stormux.
and here we are. So it looks like that was successful. Now, if I do an ls,
top speed.server Linux ARM64 release v 2026.4.13.2. Chris at Stormux $.
yeah, that's the only thing in here. It has deleted a whole bunch of stuff. It deleted all the stuff that was in here before, like desktop documents, downloads, pictures, things like that, because you don't really need those if you're running a server environment. So at this point, yeah, like I said, the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you would like here. I'm gonna actually do some stuff here. Let's see if we have screen installed.
SCREEN bash screen command not found. Chris at
Okay, that's not installed, and neither is.
UFW bash UF command not.
All right, so let's grab some packages. I'm gonna use Yay again. This is one way to update packages in Arch. So I'm just gonna do
YAY
Yay
space dash F space
UFW
UFW
and
Space.
let's also get screen.
SCREEN. Sync explicit 2 screen 5 dot sync explicit sudo password for Chris.
It wants my password. So what this is going to do,
Resolving dependencies.
screen is a command or a program to run terminal windows in the background, so that if you close your SSH connection, you can keep processes running.
Bottom, colon, proceed, blank, total, blank, packages. 3, libutempter 1.2.3 to 1 screen 5.0.123 f 0.
All right, I'm gonna hit Y.
Y, colon, retrieving 3/3.
And
3/4. Army.
UFW is uncomplicated firewall. This is what I'm going to use to block access to the server for things that don't need it.
Bottom, Chris.
Which, yeah, if you're running a server environment, what you typically want is you want to block everything except for the stuff that you want to be able to access. So let's actually do that now. So I'm going to do sudo
sudo.
or actually, no, wait. We need to actually enable UFW first because this is Arch Linux.
sudo space systemctl space enable space ufw. Created some link / etc /system/system/ multi-user .target.once/of.service right arrow / user.
All right, that should turn it. That should enable it so that it comes on at boot, and then we'll do sudo sudo. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm never quite sure how to pronounce that. Okay, wait. Hang on, let me. Okay.
sudo space
UFW enable.
UFW space enable. Command may disrupt existing SSH connections. Proceed with operation. YN.
I'm gonna hit Y
Y.
and enter.
Firewall is active and enabled on system startup. Chris at Stormux $.
All right, now we need to enable some rules because I think right now it's blocking stuff. So if I run
sudo space UFW space status status active. Chris at Stormux $.
oh wait, we need to add verbose to that.
sudo space UFW space statusverboe status active. Logging on low default deny incoming allow outgoing disabled routed new profiles skip. Chris at Stormux $.
Right, so the default policy is to deny incoming connections and allow outgoing ones, which is fine, except we need to add some stuff because if we don't, we are going to get locked out. So I need to enable
sudo space
UFW.
UFW.
And I should mention you do have to run these as root, so use the sudo command.
UFW
UFW
space
allow
ALOW space
we'll do 22/TCP.
22/TCP. Rule added. V6. Chris at Stormux $.
And right, that adds both IPv4 and IPv6 rules. You can delete the ones that you don't need, but I'm going to leave this as it is. So now I have allowed access for incoming connections over port 22, which means I can SSH in here. Let's also do the port for the top speed server, which by default is what is it, 28.630?
sudo space UFW space ALOW space 28.630.
And if I don't do a /TCP or UDP at the end, it will open the port for both protocols.
Rule added. V6. Chris at Storm.
Okay, now hopefully we got that right. If not, I can always change it. Wait, let me go back up here.
Rule Chris at Stormux $ sudo f will allow 28,630.
Yeah, 28,630. Now the next thing we need to do is run the server itself. So I'm going to type screen
SCREEN
and hit enter.
Chris at Stormux $.
This runs a new terminal session where we're going to go
CD space TOP.
I'm going to hit tab.
Speed.server Linux. Chris at Stormux top speed.server Linux.
And I'm going to do //
TOPSPE.server. Top speed server starting. Server release. April 13th, 2026. R2. Protocol version. April 13th, 2026. R1. Server command interface ready. Type help to get the list of commands.
All right, so the server is running. Let me look at options here. I'm going to type options.
Server options. 1. Language. English original. 2. Message of the day. Empty. 3. Server port. 28,630. 4. Discovery port. 28,631. 5. Max players. 64. 6. Server architecture. Automatic.
All right, so we're good here.
Bottom. Blank. Intro. 0. 7. Check for updates on startup. 7. Check for updates on startup. On. Server app.
We'll turn that on so it checks for updates. I'm going to hit 0 to go back.
O. Bottom. Blank. Greater.
And here we are. Let's actually check for updates real quick.
UPDATE. Checking for update. Server is up to date. Greater.
Okay, we're good. I'm going to hit Control A and then D.
D. Detached from 1160.
And that will detach from the running terminal session in screen and keep it running.
EXIT.
And I'm going to exit.
Log out. Connection to 1.
And now I'm not connected to my SSH session, but the Raspberry Pi is still running here, right beside me.
Audacity. Track.
And we are just about done. And what I'm going to do now, just to show you that it's working.
Desktop list. Audacity. Toomha T. Thunderbird T. Team Talk T. The Last of T. Top speed.
We're going to run top speed here.
Top speed. Main menu. Quick time sync multiplayer game.
I'm going to go down to multiplayer.
Join a game on the local. Manage save servers. Enter the IP address or domain manually. Enter the server IP at blank.
I'm going to hold backspace here. Make sure
Blank,
this is
blank,
blanked out.
blank.
Yeah, okay. So because this server is just running on my local network, I'm going to type the private IP address of the Pi.
192.168.0.32. Enter your call sign.
We'll type a username.
TEST. Attempting to connect. Please wait. Top speed. Connected to server. Multiplayer lobby. Create a new game room.
And here we are. If I hit F1.
The ping took 15 milliseconds. The ping took 4 milliseconds.
Yep, we are connected, and you'll notice that the ping time is pretty low because it's just talking across the local network. Now, if I wanted to make that accessible to the internet, I would have to port forward or something like that.
Join an existing game.
But yeah, so
Create. Disconnect from server. Leave server. No. Yes. Disconnect from the server.
All right, we're gonna disconnect
from server.
here.
Main desktop. Audacity.
And that's pretty much it. So I hope this helps you. This should help you get started. And of course, like I said, the sky is the limit. So as long as you can host something on your Raspberry Pi that will run in Arch Linux ARM or through emulation, you can do whatever you want. And I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, comments, of course, let me know. But until then, or until next time, you guys take care. Bye.